Cher here, and it sounds like we are getting another collab album.
But for Sheeran, this is the second album of collabs we've seen him do. Here's the difference. His other collab album was done when his debut album was also released around the same time. So this was a nobody kid from England doing an album with other nobodies from England or wherever else. This album is going to be new songs with performers everyone should know about from both the US and the UK.
Case in point, with this song he's doing a collab with a person that we all have a love and hate relationship with. Great. Another Justin Bieber song where he just gets paid to be on a song so he doesn't have to tour. But before we get to that, let's get to the beginning.
For starters, this song is called I Don't Care. Well, somebody's been on a passive-aggressive streak lately.
I'm at a party I don't wanna be at, and I don't ever wear a suit and tie at. Wondering if I can sneak out the back.
I don't listen to Ed Sheeran to hear him complain about the clubs. I have Alicia Cara and Lorde to thank for that.
Like, did Ed Sheeran feel obligated to write a song for the club that indicates that he doesn't want to be there? Who forced him to go? What event inspired him to write something so contrived?
And I'm not saying that Ed Sheeran is not the type of person who would hype up the club. I'm just saying if he wanted to start with that could have jump-started his whole career in general.
I feel like you guys are going to say that if I'm complaining about this song, that I might as well complain about his other pop hits. Which I won't, because there's nothing to complain about. Maybe Sing is a song I found to be okay, but I love Don't and Shape of You. I love them because I can imagine Sheeran being the narrator of those scenarios.
Don't win my love. That heart is so cold, all over my own. The club isn't the best place to find the lovers, so the bar is where I go. Me and my friends at the table doing shots, tripping fast, and then we talk slow.
But those are his only hits, other than Sing, I guess, that have a real pop edge. Regardless, those songs don't fall under the stereotypical pop formula of having to be at a club and drinking with 1,000 bitches near you, screaming for you to touch their breasts. They still had that edge of Ed Sheeran that everyone can easily recognize. Then the rest of his discography either sounds like A, British coffeehouse music, or B, pub music from Ireland.
In the case of this song, I believe anyone could have sang it. Shawn Mendes, Troye Sivan, Rihanna, Beyonce, Drake probably, Halsey, Dean Lewis, Post Malone, etc., 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 etc.
Ed, you don't party! You perform in t-shirts, jeans, and sneakers at your concerts. You will never pull off a Justin Bieber flying out on wings made out of record discs, or Katy Perry spraying whipped cream from her boobs, or come out of a giant egg like Lady Gaga at an awards show. It doesn't work like that!
So when Sheeran says he doesn't care about this club-type setting, it makes me think of two things. 1, why does he care then? 2, how is he trying to make us care?
'Cause I don't care when I'm with my baby, yeah. All the bad things disappear. You're making me feel that maybe I am somebody.
Of course! It's one of those, isn't it? I loathe these type of songs.
It's one of those I hate being here, but I don't mind if it's you songs, because apparently this is the 2010s way of being romantic while the 90s and the 2000s were too cheesy and love-strucky to digest for us younger barnacles in the ocean of what makes good music.
Go eat me. Now we're gonna talk about the giant elephant in the room. Justin, what are you doing here?
We at a party we don't wanna be at. Trying to talk but we can't hear ourselves.
Is this actually Justin I'm hearing?
Pictureless, I'd rather kiss him right back. But all these people all around, I'm crippled with anxiety.
Oh my god, it sounds like he's actually trying for a change. I mean, it's not good, but it's still way better than all of DJ Khaled's trash songs that he's been on. But seriously, I still don't like this, and here's why.
'Cause if you like the way you look that much, oh baby, you should go and love yourself.
You You remember this song, right? Well, Ed Sheeran wrote this too, believe it or not, and it shows. When Justin released his Purpose album in 2015, I can tell that I was in for a wild ride of Justin Bieber-ness. But when I came to this song, one thing came to my mind.
This is the worst song that Justin Bieber has ever recorded that was not from his Journals album. There, I said it.
I can imagine Sheeran singing Love Yourself instead, because this song is kinda like Don't in the whole the girl is trash scenario. So instead of making himself feel miserable, why doesn't she do what she does best, which is loving herself more than the people around her? Justin can't even pretend, because this song makes him the most passive-aggressive narcissist you've ever heard.
All the times that you rain on my parade, and all the clubs you get in using my name.
God, he's such a horrible actor, because the only thing he can do right is pretend he got shot to death.
Yes, it was a different age and I watched both of those episodes from CSI. And I didn't even like the show. It's like the other time where I watched this, series finale of 90210 for another person that I really liked, but we're not going to talk about that.
I'm told it's where I'm supposed to be. You know what? It's kinda crazy cause I really don't mind. Can you make it better like that?
You know what would make more sense to me? If this song was written during Justin's Believe album days, or maybe Let It Slide during his My World 2.0 era? At least Justin would have sounded more energetic than he does now. Even if it's a song about hating a party, Justin would have sang it with gusto. Today's age, he just sounds tired and literally like he doesn't want to be there, no matter if his girl's standing next to him or not.
Don't think we fit in at this party.
Can we go back to Ed Sheeran, please?
I don't like nobody but you. It's like you're the only one here. I don't like nobody but you, baby. I don't care.
So, Sheeran just went from flattering us to downright insulting us in less than 3 minutes. Did I forget to mention that the melody to this song also sucks?
It sounds unfinished. It sounds like a first draft. It doesn't sound like a real song, but it sounds more like an excuse of an EDM beat to throw on when people are leaving the club, not arriving to it. You know, kind of like Closing Time. But worse. Far worse. So far worse, it's like you're being kicked out instead of being let out politely. This is the most boring and the least Ed Sheeran that Ed Sheeran has ever sounded since the last time he did a feature on a Taylor Swift song. And I thought Kiss Me made him sound sleepy and out of touch, and that was about 9 years ago. I think Sheeran's people said that he needed more music at the time if he wanted to stay relevant, but this would more likely than not turn out to be the biggest flop of his career, just like how Bruno Mars went from being a classic gentleman to being a fake-as-heck pimp in just a few years. Actually, did Ed Sheeran ever sound interested?
I don't care when I'm with my baby, yeah. All the bad things disappear. You're making me feel like maybe I am somebody.
Of course not! He doesn't care at all, as the title states.
And even if Justin does sound a lot better on this song because this might be more up his alley, he still sounds bored out of his wits. I'm really not sure if this boredness lately has to do with his mental health situation or what, but I'm just glad he didn't go the Kanye West route, which kind of looks like the music video for this song right now, but who am I to judge coming from the Jersey girl with autism?
So this song gets a 2 out of 10 from me in particular, because I think the potential for the song was dead from the moment the idea came up. I'm Cait, and
I don't care as long as you just hold me near.